on migrating towards the main peninsula. And he failed. Now he's relaying the information towards the red top. Already dropped.
Might be difficult for Easy Slumber now because Sharper Esports will try to stop them.
We'll deal with them. Slightly difficult, this twin to work out as a duo. I personally prefer the duo of Bose and Win. But Zeus have to save his mate. Basically soulmate as well. Twins for life, they say. But BTR coming in with those nades and as well, they're being showered left, right, center. It's gonna be so painful to be at the receiving end of Team Flash right now. Another nade dropping by. MEC try to steal it away at the same time. BTR coming out from the back as well. Team Flash, they have to open the gates of hell for the teams at the top. And there's going to be a lot of teams trying to catch up that number 3 spot now.
Ooh, with Team Flash eliminated, that opens up that space for BTR to pull away, and also E Arena. And also RRQ. Point, Young Radicals, MEC, Xavier to overtake them. Man, so many teams. They could potentially push down Team Flash right now. But Shamil, final player for MEC in this area. Not sure how he's going to get out of this. There you go. Axel spot him up and he's out. Down on the ground, and surely they will pick up this point.
You see, Voki is actually wrapping around at the back of BTR there in the small map, but I don't think he's willing to take the risk to completely get annihilated by BTR since they're running low in terms of manpower. But the circle shifted, definitely going to be open field of Kaka. We saw so many teams already in there. And there's going to be MEC Shamans down as well, down to only 2 players, or maybe 1 for the side of MEC. Voki, the last man standing. BTR. Razor happened to be alone in the middle of crossfire for the amputator. What a spray! And that's it! It was clean.
Just like that. 4 points already for BTR. They're heading towards a 100-point mark now. But Hype International, the 2 players that managed to survive that dreaded bridge fight, Range and Pretzel, are reaching through to the chopstick area with Hale Esports in front of them. Let's see, what can Pretzel get out of this nade? Nothing. Second nade sent across, past the smoke, doesn't have any vision at all. It does connect slightly onto Tiger X, but this nade got Nui. That's the knock that they're looking for. They're looking for a bigger opening here before they could rush in because they can't really see what's in front of them.
They just blindly tossing those nades and he happened to connect, but here comes Pretzel tossing another one. Got good estimation on Tiger Axe position here. He's in trouble, taking the front line. Canary couldn't even revive Nui. The nade seems to be quite precise on the side of Hive. And they're running low with their throwables here for Hill. It's going to be the battle of the trench. It might get interruption from E Arena anytime now. They definitely are interested. Around the minimap, we can see all the views of E Arena. Definitely focusing towards the trenches side. But they slightly have to focus, shifting towards Hill. There's too many teams around Hive here right now. They have to be extra careful.
But pretty sure from the commotion, teams know that there are other teams in this chopstick area, but at least it's in the circle, so they can still buy themselves some time. The Razor had not bought any time, but maybe by Axel, got Mernet from Young Radicals. Still no follow-up, so it could be a long-range one. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, but Mernet ran over by Axel. Ooh, that's YG losing a player.
BTR's not losing too much. Just HP down. Speaking of YG, they're splitting themselves into 2-2 formation right now. Smart getting on. Razak BTR. They challenge straight ahead on the top 2 teams. The top teams. Sorry for that. Xavier's is there around as well. While Razor is still bleeding out, the circle happen to be shrinking, and Razor right in the middle of it. The rest of BTR very scattered, Cloud. Look at how far apart they are. I think around 300 to 400 meters apart from each of their players. While Xavier's managed to take down on Hive. MEC spotted out Xavier. Levi is completely taken out by Voki, the last member of MEC doing the work by himself.
Still be able to bring in that extra point. Oh, but Federal is now trying to get away. 50% of health left. And they found a safe haven here. It's not in the circle yet, but at least it could be a small pit stop for them. Oh, they have another player in front. And that's going to be Razy. They can follow up onto the team captain himself. And next... Okay, this place is pretty much clear because Hype International, they're in the chopstick area. So they don't have a good view of BTR, but Voin might have that.
It's going to be a very small space for BTR. One lane to rule them all. That's very small shack bar. Back to it. Voin. They lost one members before. In 80, Boxy. 80 in trouble. Got surrounded. Down to very last HP. Oh! He has to reload. And it's going to be Voxy hoping he will actually get one that was so close, but he's running low for munitions. Has to slightly a bit more reserving. Spotted another player of 52, Manzi. He's thinking twice now whether to spray or not.
We decided to stay quiet for now. No clear shot, not going to pull the trigger. Don't pull attention towards him. It's kind of far away from his other two players, so if he gets knocked, then there's no way they'll be able to save him because every other team is close by now. The Team Pandem finding their spot in the circle, and they found one, so they're okay. The Xavier across them, but a bit too far, so won't be affected by the Xavier at all. So I believe that most teams should be okay in the circle now. And with the fact that they are okay in the circle, then stage 5. Oh, but we have RRQ and Nepeko still caught outside.
And it's going to be... the battle will start when the clock strikes at 1 minute. Because RRQ will start to have to make the move here. And they might have to force the battle between Sharper Esports, who split himself into 2-2 formation as well. So that's going to be NC2 right across with his teammate Sakura might rejoin them as well, driving over to this side. Kim Tony is there. So Nepeko got a lot of information. The intel will be gathered. He start giving them slightly a poke, maybe not. Regroup with RQ and try to discuss what to do next first, whether they have to take this fight or not, or just going to go straight into the center of the circle the moment it shifts.
But we'll find out in 30 more seconds. But we just found out that Voki, final player for MEC, eliminated. So 3 points for Mark 9 Esports Club. At least they're still in touch of the top 5. Stay Cloud for Young goes knocked down by Satar from MJ. I believe that's another long range. No follow up yet. Hive International, they'll be okay here. They'll stay here and be as quiet as possible for sure. Let everyone else cancel each other. But 3 seconds, stage 5. Okay, let's see where the circle will go this time. Slightly towards the north. And Hive is still in the circle.
I'm looking at BTL who stuck up together in that very small shack in a very flat plain. Voin might have some information on BTL's position. Whether they have a lot of troubles to flush them out or not, that's going to be one that we want to see in their pockets. But back to Sharper Esports, they are way out from the circle just now, and RQ just next to them. This is going to be the 2 teams not inside of the circle. Last we've seen Pandem is around the southern side as well, but it's a bit far from RQ. So RQ, whether they want to wait a bit later to rotate in, or they have to take this fight against Sharper Esports, because Sharper Esports will take the lead first. Will they go for the tails and the shot?
Oh! Wait a second, where did Sakura come from? From the side, knocking out just like that, and now he will secure that elimination point, but Sakura putting himself in an awkward position. He sees Nepeko on the right side. Chaco coming in. Nepeko goes down, but Lapa trades it back. Oh, the other side. Looks like RQ got them surrounded, but now it's only Lapa left, the final player, and NC2 knows exactly where he is, and he will pin him down. Lapa, where is he going to go here? But NC2 is going to focus into getting the circle. It's stage 5, but look at the amount of teams coming to.
MJ just swarming over and take the lead here while Lapa tried to secure as much point as he can while taking the blue, and he knows he couldn't last too long. He's still trying to survive, but he wants to secure the point. MJ just swiped off the surface clean as they're coming in to snatch the points away. Pandem also made a U-turn when they actually was close to the circle just for the sake of the points. Everybody hovering towards RQ, and last man standing was Lapa. Sakura couldn't make it through. BTR shut them down. These Xaviers also fallen through the gap here. BTR, they somehow survive in this small shack, but we see the crazy kill feed keep it going.
Oof, everybody's just so desperado for points right now. We can see all those teams willing to counter the circle to try to gain those points that Southern side earlier on. But it's not over yet though below there. Dimji will be the next one to be eliminated by Hurlings. And we have Leon still not out of it yet. The last player. The Team Tandem spraying into the smoke is going to be Kimi. He's not able to finish him off yet. And Dimsy will now make a drive for it. But there's a lot more teams following. He's praying hard right now. He's able to make it through. But he's forced to stop, and Leon's will be out.
They're definitely devastated. Miscalculation here for Pandem. Dimsy out as well. 52, finish it off with a jump shot. That's going to be 52, getting the points. YG also being eliminated early this time. A lot of teams sharing very close structures together. Well, we do have the Battle of the Trench. E Arena now trying to take down on Hive. The other side of the trench there seems to be back towards the trench wall. But we do have AZ Slumber around the corner as well. Now, surprisingly, every single time we ended up in Ponchinki or around Gatka, these Xaviers, this is their initial drop spot, yet they always let it slip through their fingers. They just couldn't make it when it comes to the battle in here.
Ooh, that was so close. One last tick of health. Can Turnike make it? No, he's not gonna try. He has to focus on getting into the circle. Now the circle has shifted. They have to take this fight against Hive International. They'll be forced in onto this one. And Hive International, are they really in the circle? I guess they're somewhat by the edge of it. So the pressure is on the E Arena now.
Or was it a bait by E Arena? Hive giving away the positions. Pratso being a bit careful. They don't have enough manpower, only 2 of them left. So he has to got 180 degree of angle for each one of them. Very good placement when it comes to placing the players in this angle right now. To have full 360 degree view. But they have to be extra careful. Is anybody coming out from that trenches to surprise them? Hill, E Arena and Hive happen to be the 3 teams around the trenches area. Different chopstick. Hill, not willing to give it away, but I hate to break it. E Arena, like you mentioned as well, Cloud, they seems to be more in the pressure zone. Their backs around the blue, and they have to cut across 2 teams here. Make it 3, including AZ Slumber.
But it could be opportunity for them to gain those elimination points, so it depends on whether you want to see the cup half full or half empty. Oh, Mizi got Schweppes. Oh, what a position by Mizi here. But this area is not in the circle though. At some point he has to move. The Mios just got taken out by Kiddo from Team 52. Oh, this day. Oof.
Oh, this one.
Oh, another one. Oh, okay, here comes
Schweppes.
Schweppes down again.
They're just aiming for the middle of the trench around within the slope. That's really a perfect target for them. The Arena have to shift their positions. Joker tried to bait while the rest of his teammates tried to revive back on Schweppes. A lot of pressure. Schweppes being pressured by the blue as well. They need to leave the trenches here, like I don't know. I have to cut into the tunnel where Hive is waiting inside. Still having a 4-4 E Arena right now, but running low with their hand grenades. Nemesis unfortunately have to go out as well to be taken out. But here comes the Nikkei's nade. Spotted out Mizi.
Oh, lobbed. Missed. Mizi's still okay. Another nade. Mizi's in big trouble, but then again, BTR in the fight of their own as well. Looking at the elimination feed, looks like Point have been eliminated. But here comes E Arena Joker, shut down by Hive International. But here comes 30K as the hero, and they will save the Joker.
That's a good double pick with 2 players just now going in through that tunnel. But now it's gonna be Nui. Hale trying to take them down. They know they are around the crater area. One of them still knocked down still. It's gonna be Mormon and Joker right across the target of those hand grenades. But for Hill, they're still gonna take this trench. They know that the fact the trench the other side is quite close up by the blue zone, but the circle will favors the trench war zone. Oh, will be a different. It's gonna be BTR small shack. It's BTR taking the center while E Arena slowly closing in towards the trench of Hill right now.
BTR gets the circle. Pressure again is onto E Arena. Nate sent across onto Nui. 50% damage there. Oh, but Federella's knocked out by Satar. The two buddies in a fight. I believe that's a long-range one between McJoe and also BTR. But beautiful name, but none other than Mormon.
Mormon never failed to deliver. Shrapps here comes to follow up with those nades just now. And it chipped down Tiger X down to 50%. Is bleeding out while Nui tried to hold the front line. He needed as well, Razy. Getting on MJ, but for Mormon, he's doing so much work. Coming in, Shrapps trying to do the work, but a bit too early. 10k as always, there to save the day. But unfortunately, this will stunt the advancement of the arena for a bit. Hill still holding on. AZ spotted out some of them. AZ got finished off by Bluezen, but the nades keep pressuring, forcing Mormon to pull back a bit. Cancelled out the revival, but 10k managed to hold through. Hill, unfortunately, they will force themselves in the blue and got finished off by the rest of the arena as well.
That's an insane run by E Arena. If you think about it, it's a long, hard run, but finally they become the king of the trench. BTR, middle circle, they're still okay, but now we'll put focus on the Team 52. Dayball just got naded down. Will Team 52 find that space to push? No vehicles for Team 52. Can't really do that. They have to clear off McJoe no matter what, because we still have stage number 8, but McJoe will not go down without a fight. They're buying time with those nades. Satar will need to pick up his teammate. Dayball is still on the ground.
We're looking at the rise of the very bottom teams there. 52 already got himself 11 eliminations by now with 14 still well and alive. They are on a roll. They are definitely being pushed with a lot of adrenaline rush right now. They're not showing any sign of slowing down, but Satar will try to hold their movement from pushing forward with those nades. Double down, Satar. Here comes another one. Chipping us slowly for the HP 52. They had it rolling, but they were too hesitant.
And that's what you can expect from the most decorated PUBG Mobile esports player in Southeast Asia, Satar. Beautiful name indeed. And that's why it's so important to keep him alive. He's able to repay that back to his team now. But are they clear yet? Not really though. I'm interested to see what's happening on the left side as well. E Arena seems to be on a fight, but I see from Team 52 got Razy. Long range there. One player knocked.
Satar now slowly proning and crawling his way, but he being founded out by the rest of 52. Manzi finish off straight away. MJ, they're losing their anchor player down there. Well, 52 rising back. They spot up BTR and E Arena. Joker is stolen away the point. I see. What a sharp set of eyes. Everybody else putting the work, but he's stealing it away. Kim is bleeding out. They got himself 13 eliminations. Speaking of a Cinderella story, what a dramatic turn of events.
Oh, let's see how many more points they can get from this round. BTR still holding the shack as a fortress, but E Arena sure somehow managed to make it through. He just needs a little bit more time for him to heal up himself. Nades galore and Schweppes! Somehow he's still alive. Oh my goodness, from the right side, Schweppes. He sees a target in front of him, but he needs time to heal up. And his teammate will pass him a first aid. He'll be back to 80% soon.
Mormon tried to actually give some cover fire to 30k, but he's being shot down instead. Quite plenty of nades coming in, but never mind. But 30k jumping in. 30k just gonna go push. Wait a minute. No way. Not like this. 30k. He's going aggressively solo without waiting Mormon to arrive. He made it such a good opening for E Arena, but he was going alone. Mormon down on the ground as well, leaving the last player of E Arena left. This is such a blunder. E Arena, they almost had it, but a bit too early, and E Arena have to bow down at 4th place. What a crazy advancement by 30k.
Oh man, he had to make the split-second decision earlier on because he was right in front of BTR. And now BTR, top 3, no, make it top 2 with the fact that Bobby giving himself up to the blue. But Team 52, they have a full squad and they know exactly where BTR is at. This is the moment for Team 52 to lock in the chicken dinner. And at this point, they have a lot of elimination points to come together with it.
Oh, they got plenty. They got 16. They got 16. Elimination. They're not stopping. They want to secure 18. Raising down on the ground. 52. What a comeback in the finals here from the very bottom at 16th place. Now where would they stand with 18 eliminations with a plus of chicken dinner?
And that is your new record, ladies and gentlemen. 18 eliminations is the number to beat for other teams to break that record. What a run it was from Team 52. Up the border is sending a signal to all the teams up there to say that we are coming for you.
52. Who would have thought? Silently staying in the overall rankings at the very bottom. I see that was very good steals from afar just now when BTR was struggling against a different team. They took every single opportunity they can get, and they were not stopping there. We can see it was a bit of a blunder when they're fighting against MJ, but the moment they took out Satar, MJ is completely annihilated. But what a game by 52.
What a game. What a game. 18 eliminations, ladies and gentlemen. This is the record now for the pmgo Southeast Asia Finals. Man. So it's a 28-point haul just in this one game. They could be in touch right now of the top 5. We gotta just check back the highlights.
That was insane run just now by our top 4 teams. 52 BTR, Arena, MJ won the closing by 52. The one that secured another double digit is going to be BTR as well, that placed himself in the second place. But just now, I have to give it, a lot of us question why Turney K, but I feel like Turney K had the plan before. They want to rush into his BTR's very small shack, but Mormon was being stopped by 52 and MJ at the same time. He got put on hold. He couldn't follow through Turney K for the plan. They were left with 2 players. If not, things could have gone so different, but we have to give it to our MVP. That was crazy run for 52.
Oh, absolutely right. And the key catalyst here is, of course, Manzi, as he's awarded the MVP for this round with 7 eliminations and a whooping 1,162 damage with 5 knockouts and 28% team contribution and a survival time of 29 minutes 47 seconds. Team of 52. Just when we thought that, you know what, they're down there, you know, it's hard for them and all that, but this is a 28-point haul here for Team 52. But the battle between BTR and E-Arena is as tight as well. 16 points for BTR, E-Arena 13 points. That means that BTR will still be up there, but the gap is still very close. And then we also have pmgo and Joe with a decent 8 points, but majority of the points from this round is stolen away by Team 52 because of that 18 elimination haul.
not just that, with this much of points, 28 points. Last time we saw they started with at 16th place before the start of that map. They are at 11th place already. That one single map of a great haul of elimination plus chicken dinner. That's just how much it impacted. So many teams get pushed down because this is the number 16 teams before. Getting that chicken dinner changed everything down there. Same goes for the top teams though. Oh, no touching the BTR yet or E-Arena, but Team Flash and RQ swap places. MEC and YG as well. The one that actually stagnant is only 3 teams. E-Arena at 2nd place, Hill 9th, and Pandem at 10th.
Okay, I'm looking at this objectively, right? So Team 52, although they are number 11, but between them and number 5, it's only 6 points. That's how crazy it is. It's only 6 points, man. And we are at our halfway mark here, ladies and gentlemen. And in case you just joined us, so far we're getting different regions up here on our chicken dinner list. So we started the day with BTR, and then we had the Young Radicals in our second match. Third match that just ended was Team 52. And now we'll be heading into our final Irango for today. So who will be the one to take home this chicken dinner? Man, and that rivalry between BTR and E-Arena is really starting to heat up.
Very heated up because right now the home ground teams like E-Arena haven't scored their chicken dinner yet, but they have been very consistent, still getting themselves in the top 4. When it comes to eliminations, they're having the most out there. For E-Arena, they are at 2nd place, but they got the most eliminations, 70. Compared to BTR, got 65 eliminations, but they are at number 1. And BTR, congratulations for breaking the 100-point mark. They are the only team with a triple digit right now at 103 points, and E-Arena just hitting the 94. So 6 more points to get into the 100. But you can see the margins, Cloud. E-Arena and Team Flash, last time we saw them, there was almost a 30-point difference between 2nd place and 3rd place. But the competition from 3rd place towards 10th place, or even down to probably 14th place. 3rd place to 14th place, the gap is just too small to ignore.
Oh yeah, super duper small, right? And you know what? That comes back to our conversation yesterday of like, it's so hard for us to pick who is the top 5 here just because of this lobby. And it's showing now. Even at now we are at the exact halfway mark of this tournament. The points are super duper close, and it feels like anyone, even number 16 can break into the top 16. That's just another evidence to say that whatever that we discussed yesterday is true. This is a very, very difficult lobby.
Everybody can actually win. I mean, when it comes to the top 5, but when it comes to number 1 spot, so far the best contender for that is going to be only 2 teams, E-Arena and BTR. But we do know so many teams like to surprise us, especially when it comes to those weird circles. You know, when it comes to generous circle, the general that we've seen a lot of the bottom teams take advantage of that by getting, example, what 52 just did, eliminations and those chicken dinner, of course. But when it comes to the weird circles, this is where those heavy hitters team, those legacy teams start to shine. So anytime now, for Team Flash, I'm not touching them at all when it comes to a Wrangle map, because we do know they are not really favorite for these maps. We're gonna talk more about them in Miramar, but when it comes to BTR, they have been quite consistent here. Plus, when it comes to Hive, though, we don't see them a lot just now.
Because they were gate capped at the left side bridge, and they lost 2 players early to Pangeran McJoe, so that didn't help. But they managed to send 2 players to escape, and they went straight into the trenches, and they survived for quite a while. But then again, if you have 2 players in that kind of situation, it becomes very, very difficult. So they did what they could. If Pangeran McJoe did not bridge camp them, then it might be a different story for Hive International. But it is what it is. I mean, if your starting point is at mid to the base and the circle is somewhere up, you always have to expect that somebody's going to be there, and no matter what, you have to find a way around it.
Yeah, but there's also a plus point for MJ though, from the Pangeran McJoes. I do prefer to call them MJ, McJoes. Um, they definitely have plenty of points out of Hive gatekeeping just now. They definitely seems to be fruitful for them, and they have been bulldozing people a lot from behind after they're done with Hive. And speaking of the other teams, now with 52 just showcased, they can flip the tide or turn the tide anytime. So I think this sort of give the drive for the bottom teams like maybe Nemesis and also Sharper Esports to do something about the positions, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would. What they did was they also gave example to the teams down there. It's like, hey, you know what? Although we are down there, but if we can do it, you guys can too. So maybe the bottom teams might be fired up, and that will make a really exciting race towards tomorrow. So today is a setup for tomorrow to see like, okay, what's the potential of like how many teams can still break into the top 5, and if by the start of tomorrow, the storyline is still like, okay, everybody can still somehow surge into the top 5. That would be crazy. That would be record breaking, because normally by day 3 in this sort of 3-day tournament, we start to see like, oh, number 16, number 15, no way, no how, or maybe even 14 and so on and so forth. But if their points are super close, like even now down to 11th place is only 6 points, then who knows, we might get all 16 teams still can somehow do it tomorrow.
That's what's making it so exciting for Southeast Asia lobby, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
The sudden surprise, the sudden hello, I'm still in the tournament, don't forget about me, and there you go, they're taking the lead and suddenly changing of hands when it comes to the trophy in the very last minute. The last minute is actually the most painful to watch, because sometimes we've seen certain teams like Arena or BTR, I don't want to jinx them, but this happens before. And what happened was the last minute they get pushed down by different teams, and their trophy seems to be slipped through their hands in the very last match. And worst case for this tournament, tomorrow have a chance of 7 maps. And we don't know what other maps there will be in the 7th map. It will be randomized. I'm not sure whether we're gonna have Vikendi or Sunhawk back in the rolling of the map later for tomorrow.
We'll only find that out tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. But I do hope that, well, not only hope, I'm pretty sure like we will still see this kind of support from the fans as well. Arena sending their army down to give their support. So they'll be excited to see how they end the day and who will be number 1, right? Well, to unfold that, we need to roll in the remaining 3 maps here, and we're going to go through the last Erangel for today. And then by the end of the day, we'll see what's the gap between E-Arena and BTR, or maybe some other team that might surge up. RRQ has been a little bit quiet today. They had a very good performance yesterday, but today seems to be kind of chill. Maybe it's because the rise of other teams, so it's kind of like a domino effect. Somebody has to give way in this kind of tournament. But let's give way to the last Erangel match.
This is it. What can be changed is gonna change, yeah, and there's gonna be Erangel, the magical map of every possibilities for the teams down there. A magical land that can change their fate in PUBG Mobile career. And so far, I think this is also the best time for the Xaviers to try to put the numbers, because we do know Team Flash is doing way better in the Rama and not giving any opportunity for their counterpart, the Xaviers, to do anything in the Rama. So the Xaviers, every time the circle seems to be on top of Gakko Pachinki, even though that's their initial drop spot, they just don't like to fight in there. So maybe if the circle's not generous, the weird circle, maybe the Xaviers can do something about it.
Yeah, the Xavier as well, right? They had an okay start to the day, but they're kind of starting to fall off. Yeah, we can say that the second match, the circle was difficult, but even after that, it's like, the previous round wasn't that great for them, even though they had like a Pachinki start-ish circle. So I believe the fans would have expected them to do well, but yeah, the fact is that they did not. So these Xavier, they still need to find their rhythm here. They cannot just like, okay, one good map and that's it. But we're going to get a very different circle this time, all the way up north, centered around shooting range. So it's a bit of a change here for our teams.
Hence, I don't think Hive want to go SMB, so as well as YG, so it's going to be Joggle Pool for their options, which means we might have South Joggle Pool early interactions between E Arena and YG. Because YG seems to be speeding their way towards that direction, while the other teams still, spread out towards the other side of the circle, taking their own sweet time, knowing the fact the circle seems to be close towards that fight path. We might as well take a bit of a space to make sure they will keep their distance to loot up first. 52 happen to be getting the record-breaking 18 eliminations in this tournament. Now definitely have very different morale approaching, with them having a shot at number 5. I mean, like you mentioned, the gap is single digit right now.
Yeah, the game is on now for Team 52. And if we were to go down, right, like, okay, MJ, then between them and number 5, the gap is 8 points. Oh, we have a swap here. So Iftar, former Alliance player, is coming in for Fex, on the new bloods around. Okay, so that's 8 for MJ. And then you go down, AZ Slumber is only 9 points different, and that's like number 13. And then go down some more. Hive International, the gap between them is 12 points, which is not too bad. So even number 14 is 12 points. And then, okay, you have a decent gap with Sharper Esports and Team Nemesis, but it goes all the way down to number 14 now.
And that's why I'm hoping for Aspie and Nemesis actually take some advice or learn the story of 52 just now, how things have turned for them. If they start to rise up for Aspie and Nemesis, it's doable as long as they can get themselves around 20-ish points as a whole, including their ranking position, or around 18 points is also making a huge difference for them already. That's just gonna shrink. Every single team couldn't afford to make one simple mistake. Will cost them the entirety of the tournament, even it's day number 2. That's just how crucial the tight and how tight the margin is right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. Especially between BTR and E Arena now. It feels almost like a two-way horse between the two, but because we still have a lot games, so can't count like the close teams yet outs. I also like to welcome BTR to the 100 point mark as well, 103 points collected. And E Arena is behind them by 9 points. So one good game by E Arena. Could shoot them up. But for what we have seen, it's not only about like, oh, E Arena maintaining their performance. They are maintaining their performance, but BTR is doing the same as well. But E Arena is still not at that desperate stage of like, okay, we need to hot drop them, we need to hunt them down. Not yet. Not yet. That might be tomorrow, depending on how the points are. But as of now, I believe that both teams will still play it just like how they used to be, or just like how they've been playing in the previous rounds.
Yeah, a bit of default mode, I called it. But tomorrow, I mean, I wouldn't say a lot of teams are actually having it a bit safer, a bit default, but it's slightly showing already by now. It's giving a bit of a vibe that things can go even crazier after we saw how Turney K from E Arena just charged forward by running to that BTR small shack in the previous run. And those craziness start to leak out despite it's just day number, not just, it's day number 2. So imagine what's going to happen tomorrow if we can see some of the slightest crazy plays today. Tomorrow is going to be even crazier. I don't know what to expect when it comes to the start, especially Rondo tomorrow is going to be a huge one.
Yeah, this lobby is just out of this world, right? And I like that you pointed out Rondo itself. Imagine if like the last map 7 is Rondo. Oh man. Now that I think about it, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, let's put the last map. Let's hope for the last map to be Rondo.
I wouldn't mind Rondo, or if we do have the old maps coming back in, if we have Sunhawk, I wouldn't mind as well. Either or, Rondo or Sunhawk. It's gonna be super fun to watch because you do know, I do prefer Rondo as well over Sunhawk because of the recall tower can be activated in there and things can go really crazy. We haven't seen the craziest part of Rondo if it be put into the lineup schedule to the last Rondo to be played at the last map of the day. We haven't seen that ever happen.
So for our officials, please Make the last map tomorrow Rondo. If you don't want to give us the smash rule, that's fine. But make the last map tomorrow Rondo. I want to hear it from the comment section, right? What do you guys think? What map do you want to see as the last map tomorrow? Map 7. Do you want Rondo, just like us, or do you want another map? Put it in the comment section. I just want to get a feel of what you guys think.
You're a boring person if you selected Irango.
If you select Mirama, the door is
That's
that
even
way.
worse. Yes, just get out. You don't have a choice now, do you?
If you select Mirama and Lost Lilness,
We're not friends.
yeah, we're calling the cops. Okay, I'm seeing Mirama here. Okay, guys, please.
Wait, come on. You guys are boring, Mirama people. We're not friends anymore, chat.
Oh
You
man,
guys
what?
no fun. Why Mirama?
Why?
Oh,
Why Mirama,
man.
guys?
Make
Please
it
explain to us.
Rondo,
We want to
man.
know.
Why?
Yeah.
Why Mirama? I mean, do you want to wait and just see the players lit up and just wait until stage 4, then people start to move, or you want to go crazy since the start and just keep on reviving till the very end and keep shooting till the very end? Come on, guys.
Okay, I like the Bridget's comment. Rondo or Sandhawk? Yeah, I wouldn't mind Sandhawk.
Yeah.
frankly. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
friends. Definitely
Yep.
my fam. And there you go.
Yeah. With fist bump.
Vikendi? I mean, if Vikendi and then we
Um.
get the water circle, then great. But before we talk about that circle, shift north or south. It's gonna be a fun map to watch. Ruins is gonna be a hot spot, and there's so many choke points in between around the bridges area as well.
Oh man. Is this circle like set up specially for PMGO? Like, because we know that, oh, you guys are top teams, right? You guys so good, right? You guys champion, right? Come. I give you this circle. Come. Now you play. Now you play. Show us how you play.
Okay, YG taking the bridge, and we still have the conversation of the map. So you guys are our bros. We're good bros. If you have to love Rondo or Sunhawk, but other than that, I mean, Vikendi is kind of but Irango and Mirama, you guys can find new friends now.
Well, Onika Tamagi says Rondo for kids. Well, if you think about it, how old do you think these players are?
It's true.
So yeah, Rondo
Joke's
it
on
is.
you, man.
And Bobby's definitely still a kid. And this kid
Oh,
won against
no.
another kid called Sata.
MJ, the moment. Okay, this is a good test for MJ, the Pangera Joe's team. Without Sata, can they do something about this?
We can't play Livik, man. There's not enough slots.
True.
But Bobby Rales. Okay, let's see what he can come up with this knee. Corner, nobody's home. He's going in with SLK. He sees one. He took out Satado, but he can't take out two of them from MJ.
I guess they already broken the curse. Without Sata, it's still going to be no problem for them. MJ seems to be winning against AZ, but it's pretty much the same body trait. One for each of the team, MJ and AZ. Hive, on the other hand, taking a long time in the blue zone. I think they did actually go slightly down south and slowly coming back into the circle. While we do have a very heated up North Jogopol. Now shifting over to a different place entirely, just on the outskirts of Roshawk, across the other side of the bridge, south of shooting range. We have Team Flash, we have Hill, we have BTR, and one player, Voin, seems to be very nosy, trying to get into some information here, because I don't see the rest of our Voin players around this, except for that one player, Zeta, who's happy to be the scouter for the team.
I'm still seeing a lot of Mirama in the comment section. Why?
Why?
I don't. Yeah,
Don't
why?
you guys have enough Mirama? And like, we only have one Rondo per day,
Yeah.
and then 3 Wrangles and 2 Mirama. Why do you guys want to add more of the
Oh.
same map? And speaking of maps, Master Smile. Oh, that's a very long shot from Voki. MEC caught one of their top players, and we love his interview. That's going to be YG, Master Smile.
Oof. And the circle kind of scammed. Now it's going to be a northern side circle around the area of shooting range. So the high ground around shooting range will be kind of
اسمها فيها شيء.
teams. But well, if any good news for the YG fans out there, YG they scored the chicken dinner with minimum stats from Smile. So at least he's the IGL, so he can direct from outside the game and he will have a clearer mind.
It's like
Sure, but
Cloud
I'll
saying,
figure my
why you smile? You're not that important. It's fine.
Yeah. Until he senses jerseys, he's not that important.
Oh man, but he's a very good speaker when it comes to the interview as well. You gotta give them credit. But with Smile, you're always gonna be my favorite. I've seen his best play when he clutch. But when it comes to MEC, I have to say MEC when it comes to Ammonium right now.
Oh, easy now. Oh, goes down. Oh, and it's E Arena and BTR. Okay, this is that fight. That fight. And it's not only Razak left for BTR, he has to survive this one. And E Arena will be very happy to eliminate the players of BTR. And look at the fans. They're going wild right now.
Yeah, moment that was brutal. Shotgun right in the face of the player. But heavy casualty on both sides. BTR down to 1 player, E Arena down to 2. And while they're taking the blue zone, they managed to reset as a 3. And plenty of leveling up their gears from the death boxes laying around. But BTR, this is a very shaky game for them. They do have a lot of room for E Arena to catch up later on. In E Arena, this is adding up the numbers. They might actually break the 100 points by end of this round.
Oof. And Team Flash, another team that needs to find their footing again. If not, they might lose the top 5. Right now, BTR only Razak left, so he will be playing for placement points. 3 players from E Arena, they can still do wonders. On the elimination feed, Xavier in a fight with RRQ. And Xavier, they're the one tanking the blue right now. Firen is down, but GenForce is there with him, so not too worried. But this time, early elimination for BTR. E Arena, this is their chance.
And this is a big chance for Flash and RRQ to shrink the gap if they can, since there's no more progress on BTR's points anymore. But RRQ, we talked about them. Xavier just crashed right into it. I don't know what were they thinking. They're just gonna go in for the rush. And but RRQ did not see this one coming. They did not expect the Xaviers to be this fast to push in, and RRQ they are in shambles. But at least Lapard did give some cover fire, and the Blues are actually forcing for them to do so. Levi and Nate, heavy casualty on both sides, RRQ and the Xaviers down to 2 players now. But the ones in trouble is going to be Xaviers. They're taking too much blue, and Nate might get finished off. We're talking about stage 4 here, Cloud.
Ooh, and Nate got gunned down by Firen. Okay, Levi's final player for the Xavier now. He's doing what he can to try to bring in those points at least. And he's down to his last first aid. That's it. And then that bandager is in hand. Oh man, it's so difficult for Levi. I don't think he'll last that long. And that should be it. There you go. Levi's out. Xavier, no points. Okay. And we have Hale Esports here. Oh, it's surrounded by so many other teams. Okay, including Team 52 as well. And Mega Earth goes down. I see with the SLK gameplay. Let's see if I see he's able to get more out of this. He will finish off Newey, but here comes Team Flash as well. They could use those points. Sending Nate into the building. And they're waiting for the right moment, waiting for the next knock. Nate on the 2nd floor. Oh, but the molly is still active, so they can't go through yet. They have to wait. Team Flash. Navigating around. Okay, trying to find a good angle here. But what's happening at the 2nd floor? I wonder who's actually winning this one. Because right now, the elimination feed is going insane. And Team 52, out from Grace, out at number 12 with 1 elimination point. And Schwab's got down. It's only Joker left to find an active player. Can he actually escape this one? Joker, 10% of health left. He's driving through so many teams in front of him. Joker has to survive somehow. But right in front of him is going to be Void. Will Void be the one to take him down and save BTR from that number 1 spot? Joker, he's still alive.
Crazy miracle day. Managed to escape death in the nick of time, but now back to his Pandem side. Leon DZ in trouble. Team Flash, on the other hand, down to only 2 players here. A lot of the top teams seems to be struggling in this one. Well, they did not expect a lot of this aggressive engagement by the middle pack. We do have Team Flash tops try to see through the smoke, but Hive, they will start to actually get into the circle. And we see this is going to be another clash between these two teams.
Oh, and high ground advantage now for Hive International. 2 players here. Oh, and E-Arena Joker eliminated. And BTR will retain their #1 spot for sure. RRQ and Team Flash, they're just too far away, but they can still close the gap between them and E-Arena and BTR. Now attention on to Hive International. How are they going to get into the circle? Right now in front of them is going to be Sharper Esports. Trying to stop them. They're playing the gatekeeping role, but somehow they punch through. But inside, they'll face off with Void. They'll avoid that one. They'll find another safe haven inside of it.
The circle shrinks. Which side is going to favor to us? Is it going to be the compound? Yes, it will. YG, they got quite a safe spot. A sweet one that with compounds inside of a circle and Hive to be in the center. It's quite an open space. But at least the uneven terrain will cover them temporarily. Hive, quite a safe spot. A sweet one that
chicken يقدر يجي الكيو سبليت صح يا شباب صح
compounds inside of a circle and Hive to be in the center. It's quite an open space, but at least the uneven terrain will cover them temporarily. Hive, Ratzel, with Momboy bleeding out, they are in the center, but unfortunately nothing to barricade themselves. YG, Saycloud spot out Hive, he's trying to run away. He's trying to open fire, but did not connect somehow. But YG, the other side, will be waiting to take down Hive, remaining shifting downwards. YG have a big shot at getting that chicken, another chicken for the day. And that definitely going to push themselves up towards the top 5 afterwards. But for Hale, on the other hand, is the team that actually explosive in day #1. Now seems to be struggling against Team Flash. And there's also AZ. Is it AZ Slumber just across them as well? Pandem, so many teams on the right side of the circle here. Void taken out. Sakura's on the ground, but Team Flash and Pandem might be having another clash. This is just clustered up together.
Ooh, and they have to force their way through, but look at the amount of teams there. It's crazy right now. Everyone's migrating from the north down into the circle. And while that's happening, Sharper Esports fighting against Void as they try to get into the circle itself. And Sharper Esports losing player after player. Now only 1 player left somewhere. Somehow, he's still alive for now. But Zeus from the lower ground will be taken out. There's only Tom's left, the final player for Team Flash, and he's really low on health. He needs to heal up. Can he heal up in time? Can he heal up in time? He's still alive, but no, not for long. Team Flash out.
RQ managed to secure those points. I think Hill did not manage to steal it away just now, but here at least good news, they still in the game and try to revive, but we're talking stage 5. They need to make it fast and running low with their ammunitions as well. Pandem, on the other hand, quite in the center of attention here as well against MEC and Void. Potato seems to be in the middle of the crossfire. So 3 teams on the northern side, while AZ Slumber, I think they start to engage against Hill. I heard a couple of, yeah, there you go. Canary is knocked down. Meezy's taking it down, but I don't know if they want to go in for the rush for MEC.
Ooh, and they might just do so because they could use those points as well to try to catch up to the top 5. But Void, they're pretty busy with Team Pandem. MEC could take advantage of this situation, and Potato currently down. And MEC, time for them to steal away those points, and they're doing exactly that. They'll finish off Potato. That's going to be another point for MEC. They are currently in top 5.
Jabranki tried to make it work, tried to find an off angle, but the circle will shrink. Now we're talking about stage number 6, hitting the players. We're down to only few teams left here. But back towards the circle, it will be slightly forwards and slightly on the north. YG have to leave their compounds now, and they have to join in the fray as well. MEC holding the grounds against Void, while Pandem repositioning towards Hill's side, crashing straight into Hill. Can we see that fight right now? Hill versus Pandem. There you go. Jabrank is on the ground.
Oh, Leon's now final player for Team Pandem. And they managed to win against Hill somehow. And they will be able to reset, but they
من عندك.
hillside.
عرفت عنه ولا صح؟ لما نجي نشوفو نشوفو اللايف. أي شغل. ندخل هنا. تعال نلعب. تعال نلعب. تعال نلعب.
Dizzy got finished despite it was quite a generous circle, just slightly on the northern side. But with MEC on the northern side, but with MEC still having a full squad, they scored themselves in the second rank chicken with 11 eliminations, and now they score themselves 8 eliminations. They will repeat itself for MEC to score the chicken. Hive will have to take that number 4 spot. Without the 3 teams, YG seems to be very bleak right now with the last player. But MEC and AZ as the last 2 teams. Never mind, YG can get a reset now if they want to.
Okay, but they're not in the circle yet, and MEC, well, they won't come in onto YG yet. Because that means that they will have to leave the circle. YG is going to rotate towards the right side, and AZ Slumber is there. Found a spot for them to park themselves and reset for now. They're back onto 80% of health at least. Side.
Few players here. Look,
They'll fight.
but here at least good news, they can quite in the center of MEC. MEC Tandem, there you go. MEC holding the grounds. Tandem, there you go. For YG. Yes, they have trio, but the positions, it's going to be the toughest one out of these 3 teams.
Ooh, and MEC, they have the high ground advantage, and they have a good spread as well. Okay, Young Radicals making their move. They're going to fight against the odds right now. And MEC, they know exactly where Young Radicals is at. And AZ Slumber, they're in slumber right now. They're waiting for the commotion to happen before coming in as a third party. That's going to be the plan for AZ Slumber.
It's working for them, for their plans. But shots coming in from YG. That small hill will try to blind them against MEC, but we do know MEC opened up at the angles already. Iftar taking the right foot forward, and he just came in here just now. Matt Boki got shot down. SayCloud from YG, reverse fired here. SayCloud fought back. It's gonna be a 2v3. MEC do have better numbers, but AZ is still watching at the sidelines. They know it's not the time yet. They're just poking and greeting. It's not the ending yet. But for AZ, they spot out. MEC Boki, I think he got finished off straight away. Never mind.
He got tagged.
Yeah.
He got tagged by CZ, aka Calamity. 40 seconds before we see stage number 8. And everyone's really by the edge of the circle right now. Very likely the circle will go towards the middle and everybody will be forced to move.
YG's just biding their time as well. Now it's even. They managed to squeeze in their position into the circle. Now YG seems to be a bit more safer. The slope of hills, the only thing that divide them with MEC. But AZ spotted out from the flank side. It's not safe for YG in this position. It's going to be tough.
Kaç
MEC
gün
already
oynadı
know their
bakalım.
position. So does AZ. YG seems to be the team under the microscope of these two teams. Unless AZ decided, you know what, we want to go to his MEC side. For YG, it's going to be
MEC
a
لقد
patient
خسر
game
راح
for
يدخل
them.
يفايت.
Ooh, now circle. Oof. It's going to be really tight, but then again, MEC, they do have the high ground advantage, but they have to move forward. Arguably the furthest away from circle now. They have some space to play with, but everybody's just waiting to see who will make the first move. Okay, MEC pops that smoke. Now they're on their vehicle. They're waiting as well. They're trying to bait out, but okay, here goes. Stepping on the gas, and they're moving towards YG.
Oh, Iftar coming in for the crash! Oh, Seiklos on the
Damn,
ground.
Moish.
But it's going to be
Didn't see
Iftar
it.
taking the lead as well. YG got
Didn't see it.
annihilated in an instant at that. Now we're getting a Malay. Oh, Iftar coming in for the crash.
Go. They're waiting as well. They're trying to bait out, but okay, here goes.
مضموط
Stepping
انا
on the
مضموط
gas, and they're moving towards YG.
مضموط.
Oh, Iftar coming in for the crash! Oh, Seiklos on the
Tamam,
ground. But it's going to be
Tamam,
Iftar
tamam.
taking the lead as well. YG got annihilated in an instant at that.
كل آسيا
Now we're getting a Malaysian finale between AZ Slumber versus MEC. MEC, a bit of a casualty just now, but it's not a total loss yet. It's 10 eliminations in the back. Boki leading with 6 eliminations all by
كلين
himself.
أغوش يطلع
He
ندير
managed to
تحهم
reset to
أغوش
full
يقدر
HP
براسه
again.
أنت جرى
AZ got slightly lower ground advantage on the side of MEC with those elevations here.
Yeah, and both teams could use those points
زين هما قالوا
in their pursuit of the top 5. So they'll definitely
قالوا
play their
رواحهم
best.
نيشن.
Based on the stats now, 60% chance for MEC to score this chicken dinner. They're going up against AZ Slumber with 3 players. Bobby got eliminated fairly early on in this round. So the advantage, the manpower, will be on to MEC. 10 more seconds and we'll be at stage number 9. And AZ Slumber, they're still holding their ground. Information gathered by MEC. Now they know exactly where AZ Slumber is at.
Oh, Shaman's going to be the tension breaker. It's a bit awkward, Mizi's position there. Very steep slope. But if they're hoping Disney will somehow connect, will Mizi get hit by it? One by one, chest down to very low HP. ZZ is down as well. It's just a matter of time for Mizi, but the net lands on the ground. What a timing! Oh, MEC, it's go time, and that's just it.
How's it
MEC,
going,
the
man?
second chicken in the fight.
Roki silences the crowd. You know.
في اللايف اسكندروا اسكندروا 5 إسلام اسكندروا 5 نيم الصوصة يلعب السلام عليكم شيخ
قد تقول لي في
ولدي
كونيكسيون.
الريدي كلكوب
يا
سوني
وريق
جديد عايش في
يا
نيويورك الحاس
قاص
قد يلعب
يا
بينج
اخو
140.
عندك الحق.
والله اخويا طيحوا مواتيم كما نقولوا هنا،
لو تسكت
شرفونا
على
شرفوا الدرب
امي.
16.
تلقاو سيفن تو يا باك نقول لك شحال راهم خاسرين عليك شوك على بالك. على بالي نهضر
التيم ماشي موجود كاع روحه، ماشي موجودين، ماشي مترينين كاع في رهبه على بالك. لا دخلوا بي ام ان سي لعبوها، السلام عليكم تكاليفي السلام عليكم. تيما تم معاهم هذوك توب 15 هذوك. الناس راهي في عامين 3 سنين وما يوجدوا هذوك كاع مينيموم 3 سنين في رهبه يلعبوا ما حبسوش. باينه بلي يدير ريزولت.
يا غاز بالك حتى نكرههم ولا حق ربي غير نسيبورتي فيهم يمشي.
لا ماشي كاع نسيبورتو فيهم بصح واحد.
ولا ليفاي قد تحكي ولا غاز؟
انا ليفاي
Let's jump and land together.
يا غاز اللي قد نسيبورتي فيهم بالك تقولوا يكرههم ولا يحبهم غير يديروا لقطه في الجاي فهمتي.
ايه كاع
شنو الجرنيدو والثاني تاع الرابع الخامس.
هاك ما
Let's
نعرفش
jump
والله
and
منين.
land together.
شلوني كشغلها شلوني في حاجه اسمها الجزائر.
Let's jump and land together.
ايه بتاع نورمان دير حسابك تزاير
هذاك قال له واش حاطهم انت النجم، قال له واش حاطهم انت خاطر يخرجوا لي فاس فاس. قال له في تيم تاعنا نطيحوهم نورمال.
شكون يطيحهم؟ شي يطيح
يا اخو وش طيح
وسيستومو شفت الجزيريه
عادي
حاجه اللي تقلقني.
كاش كاع من هادي يطيح.
علاه ما
يا رقبة خلينا نلعبوا انيس
دوك انيس مال هذا الفايت نهضروا من هذا الفايت نهضر.
خلي طيح نقمة طيح زبي.
اني لايف نقصوا شويه.
يا اخويا دخل تهرب في الكونيكسيون بالك السيف في الميريكان وما حكاش ما قالش كونيكسيون.
موكيت هذاك
كاين واحد عندك تما انيس
شيكورني
عندي يد داخل. هذا بوزة هذا اغوش.
كلاسو
بعدين جاوا الرطاب.
انت نقلق.
خصني ليغو انا.
اللوتي سليمان الريسك تاعنا.
عندك ليفاي.
باقي لي صورة عندي. كنت نتلعب لا لي كونت اللي كان معوق.
وده هو اللي طيحوا صح السيد.
يطيحوا النيجما ولا ما يطيحوش النيجما. طيح النيجما خطرة بصح ما تكش تدي تونوا تاع اللي يدوها النيجما فاهمني. باركزون معاهم قادر تكلاسي توب 16. كاع نطيحوا النيجما وكاع يطيحوا.
قال له
باش يولي ما تربحش كيما هما يربحوا كان.
بعيني
سيدي واحد دخل 300,000 دولار يقول لي نطيحها من.
انت في روم واحدة في ماب واحدة تميرا ما جابوا 20 كيل بيناتهم. كل كلاسيك مش
وين يكونوا العيب هذا؟ وين تسكول ولا بوشنكي؟
يا رواد اديني معاك رواد.
انا بموطة وين نديك معايا؟
وتا
هاي اركب قوة اركب. ما كاش فيك الى هنا. الو.
شو واحد رانك تاع طالع ولا كاع كيف كيف.
قاري يمن قاري يمن.
هذا الكيم تيتزاوج.
Help!
كيما طيحني يا خويا.
Help!
بس
او
جزائريين طيحون.
دولار لبناني.
سويت مني ما فهمتش كيفاش اداك والله ما فهمت غير
ما
ريفايفل.
فهمتش كيما داني يا خويا ولا ما فهمت. نهبط تم بعدك.
سكواد سكواد. كيفاش ريفايفل وحدك خرجت من المود ياك؟
عنده عمار
طير طير لك راس طير. عندك 8 قال يطير بها احبط في ريفايف.
عنديش. بابك بوتات اللي داونا سليمان.
في بوتان. في بوتان.
هذيك التربية.
داونا احنا بوتات.
طيروا تودني ما كاش حابسة ولا كيف.
طير ليفاي دير طير جرب طير.
إيه؟
تطلع فوق خلاص توشي بالانالوج. طير.
ها
ابقى اطلع.
ما بغاش يحبس.
يبقى راس يبقى
شنو
راس.
ابغى اطلع الزبي فيها دوفا يا اخا دوفا.
فيها دوفا برك.
عكس 8 كبيه انت.
لا والبارح جربتها.
سموكة تعمل تعمل
بليد منو